All right. Last two quick questions. One is, of course, on the side of the United States, the issue of duties that the U.S. keeps raising with India. On the side of India, for example, getting back in the general system of preferences. Are we moving in that direction?
I think we're moving in the direction of really finding a path forward. Let me first begin with the generalized system of preferences. That situation, as you know, is a statute that is designed by Congress. So at the end of the day in the United States, the U.S. Congress will need to reauthorize that program because it expired in 2020, not just for India, but for all of our trading partners that are emerging economies. So we're working with Congress to promote the reauthorization of that GSP program, and we'll work with India to ensure that it meets the eligibility criteria that Congress includes in that program. With respect to tariffs that the United States has identified, we want to make sure that that Prime Minister Modi's commitment to strengthening domestic manufacturing in India achieves its objective, and we support that objective. But we also know that in order to meet that objective, we have to make sure that companies that come to manufacture here, part of the attractiveness of the market is not simply the size of the market, but their ability to manufacture and get their components and the products they need. If those components are tariffed, then it makes it very difficult to manufacture here. Yeah. We know the government knows this well, and we look forward to them taking steps to address that.
All right, my last question. President Biden would be traveling to New Delhi to participate in the G20 Leaders Summit sometime towards the end of the year. And I believe it's planned for September. And apart from the bilateral aspect, India and the United States are part of a Quad, also the IPF you mentioned, and then there are partnerships in areas like those critical and emerging technologies and the semiconductors issue. You think some movement is likely in that direction, in that area?
Definitely. I think the scope for deepening our collaboration when it comes to critical emerging technologies is really unlimited. There's so much to do together in this space. We're entering a world where those critical and emerging technologies, we are still just learning about some of those technologies. The potential for the United States and India to collaborate, whether it's in terms of research or whether it's in terms of commercialization or in terms of policymaking, there are so many areas where we can collaborate, and I think we'll be seeing more of that in the months to come.
All right, let me bring the second last question. The last question. There is always an intersection between commerce, trade, and security. Has there been some component of the dialogue that you are having in New Delhi on that aspect? Because security and the Indo-Pacific and the coming together of the geoeconomics and the geopolitics, they're very important aspects.
Yes. I think as we engage the Indian government, we are very much attuned to both of us incorporating security into our economic policy making. What we've seen after the pandemic and what we've seen in recent years is we need to do more of that, not less. We need to be precise about where we have security interests or implications and have policies that address those particular challenges without unnecessarily inhibiting economic activity. But the security component is very key, and I'm proud to say that we are greatly expanding our security collaboration with India in a number of areas.
Right. Thank you so much, Assistant Secretary.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's a pleasure.